Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some marketing latest news now. Reportedly now that Emre Can from Liverpool is set to leave Liverpool on a free transfer next summer rather than Liverpool cash in for him in January. Liverpool for quite a long time now have been in the process of trying to secure Emre Can a new deal. This is fourth season in the process, but reportedly for Liverpool to sign Emre Can any kind of new deal, reportedly his agent Emre Can's and the player himself has actually been demanding a release clause of part of him to sign a new deal, but reportedly Liverpool have refused to come to terms with what Emre Can has been demanding. Liverpool have been in talks quite a while of trying to secure Emre Can a new deal, but reportedly now the contract talks have come to deadlock between Liverpool and Emre Can and all that. The contract talks have currently stalled and looking like he's going to see out his current deal and he's going to leave Liverpool on a free transfer next summer. Is Emre Can, because we know that Liverpool would be disappointed with this due to that. They still need to strengthen up defensively. They still need a prolific goal scorer, in my opinion. In January, they probably will cash in Philippe Coutinho because he looks likely he's going to leave in January. But they'd also want to cash in for Emre Can as well, because the other one, a young age prospect, that's risen up the youth system with Munich and all that. They wouldn't want to let him go through next summer. I said Liverpool, would want to cash in for Emre Can, rather than let him go through next summer. But looking like now the contract talks have come to deadlock. Liverpool are in the Liverpool can't sign a Emre Can new deal, and as we all know, he has been heavily linked with a move to Juventus since the August window. But yeah, Juventus have been heavily linked to him. It's confirmed that Juventus have been in talks with Liverpool. Juventus have also approached Emre Can's representatives, so looking like he's going to see out his deal Emre Can till next summer. Then he's willing to become a free agent and leave Liverpool on a current free as well, because we know Juventus have expressed a strong interest. We know he's an ex-Bayern Munich player. He risen up their youth system fantastically well, Emre Can. We know now he went to Bayer Leverkusen. Liverpool have purchased him for nearly £10 million. Leverkusen, this is his fourth season of process. We know he's nearly hit over a century appearances as Emre Can. But versatility, very good. Good defensive mid, skillful. Could play as a defensive mid, could play as centre back, could play as a full back, very good for Germany as well. I think he's been demanding a higher wage increase as well as a Emre Can, but obviously Liverpool are not willing to meet what Can and his agent are demanding to put a release clause of part of him to secure a new deal with Liverpool Football Club. So looking likely now, according to reports, he's going to see out his current deal and he's going to become a free transfer next summer. Is Emre Can in the current process, but Liverpool, still identifying replacements, because we know with the Philippe Coutinho situation. Philippe Coutinho, as I said, he's heavily into Barcelona. I think he's going to go to Barcelona in the January window, guys. If I'm going to be quite honest with you, I think he's going to go to Barcelona. We know Barcelona were heavily linked to him during the August window. Barcelona saw 3 bids turn down Philippe Coutinho. We know he's under contract with Liverpool still until 2022, but I think Coutinho's representative had made it clear that Liverpool. He made it clear to Barcelona that Liverpool are willing to offload Coutinho of a fee of around about £135 million. So the reports are stemming from Spain that Barcelona are convinced they can get a deal over the line for Philippe Coutinho in January as well. Coutinho's become one of the most creative, agile midfielders since he's been at Liverpool. He's made over century appearances, scored loads of goals, fantastic finisher, can play attacking mid. Can play as a winger as well, can Coutinho. Ex-Inter Milan, ex-Espanyol player, so he has had experience of playing in Spain before as Filipe Coutinho. We know PSG have also reportedly been interested, but he said he was willing to reject a January switch to PSG. Maybe Neymar would want to see him at PSG because they have a fantastic friendship, because they play together with Brazil, Coutinho and Neymar as well. But he's currently missed the first part of the season, as we all know, did Coutinho, due to injury, as we all know. Obviously Barcelona did get a deal over the line with Coutinho because Liverpool owners and Liverpool board were not willing to offload Coutinho, but they generate the money for Coutinho, in the January window. They can get a couple of decent players out of that money they raise as well. But as I said, he'll elevate to a higher level. He'll be playing amongst better players. Will Philip Coutinho will be winning trophies in the Liverpool Football Club. You know, Coutinho's not going to be doing this, and he clarified that he does want to make the move. Does Coutinho? So yeah, that looks like that's going to happen as well. So Liverpool are still basically, we know, identifying replacements. But as we all know, that obviously Liverpool have got Naby Keita confirmed for next summer. He's confirmed for next summer. Is Naby Keita? It's 48 million deal, as I said. You know, it's 48 million deal. Liverpool are paying him a premium towards this as well. But good at breaking up play, good dynamic box-to-box midfielder. He'll dramatically improve Liverpool, but I still think Liverpool need more than that, especially in the current process. I still think Liverpool need more than that, guys, in the current process. And, you know, as I was saying, you know, I think they're going to revive the interest in Virgil van Dijk, you know, their main priority target, you know, during the August window in that defensive area. Liverpool couldn't get a deal over the line. Liverpool were prepared to pay £70 million to get Virgil van Dijk, but Southampton were not willing to offload the player. But I do think they can generate that money and reassure their interest in Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool. Van Dijk, who came from Southampton, Van Dijk, who came from Celtic, Southampton paid £30 million for him with Celtic, won the Scottish Premiership, you know, the Scottish Cup with him as well. He did very, very well during his time with Celtic, did Virgil van Dijk. He recently signed a 6-year deal as well with Southampton. Well, in May 2016, he signed a 6-year deal, made his international debut in 2015. Obviously, we know he'd been injured for a long time, Virgil van Dijk as well, but Liverpool then ended their interest back in June due to an illegal approach. So I think Liverpool will revive the interest in Van Dijk in the January window, and they can generate the Coutinho fund money to purchase Van Dijk and maybe get another player added into their ranks as well. But also we know Liverpool have also, you know, Liverpool have also identified, you know, Timo Werner. You know, they've been monitoring the fantastic young age prospect, Timo Werner from RP Leagues Big. You know, he looks a fantastic young age prospect, does Timo Werner. As I said, looks a very, very good player indeed. You know, he said he supported Manchester United as a youngster. He said he would dream about making a move to Manchester United. As he said, Tim, when there's been quite a few teams monitoring the player, it's also said Barcelona are interested in him as well, you know, as a long-term replacement for Luis Suarez. That's what they're identifying him. Like they're identifying Barcelona, like Barcelona identifying Coutinho as a long-term replacement for Iniesta as well. Obviously, he's got a lifetime contract extension with Barcelona. But as I was saying, yeah, about Timo Werner, partly Barcelona are interested, Liverpool are interested. It's also a report saying that that Bayern Munich have been interested, but the RP League's big president had come out the other day. He basically denied Bayern Munich's interest because Bayern Munich are still in the search for another attacker, you know, alongside Lewandowski and Thomas Muller and all that. But Lewandowski's basically, you know, admitted he wants another attacker alongside him. But Timo Werner, reportedly Liverpool, you know, RP League's big president had denied Bayern Munich's interest. He said there'd been no inquiries on no offers from Bayern Munich. So it said Liverpool then had reportedly been interested in Timo Werner. As I said, you know, very, very good. 21 goals in 32 appearances last season. Helped RP Leagues be qualified for the first time in the Champions League history as well. Did Timo Werner. And we know, you know, I think this is his second season in the process. We know he's an ex-Stuttgart player where he'd risen up the ranks very, very well. You know, he made his Stuttgart debut in the Europa League at just age 17 years of old. Made his first Bundesliga appearance against Bayer Leverkusen. Scored his first goal against Frankfurt as well. And he's you know, during his time in the club became the youngest player to make 50 Bundesliga appearances. As we all know, you know. Then at 18, he signed a professional contract until 2018 with the club. And then, you know, Stuttgart got relegated. RP Leipzig purchased him for like £10 million. £10 million. I think he's got a deal with them until 2020 as well. Deal with him 2020, and he's become the youngest player to play in 100 Bundesliga matches as well. Timo Werner as well, but looks a fantastic, exciting young prospect. So yeah. they've been interested in him. Liverpool have also, showed an interest, as a replacement for Coutinho, on Julian Draxler, because we know that's also been Arsenal's long-term target, as well as Julian Draxler, because Julian Draxler, he's only been at PSG since January, he's been very, very good. He may not be guaranteed 15 football week in, week out, the amount of money that PSG have spent. As I said, so he might not be guaranteed 15 football week in, week out. Last season, Paris Saint-Germain scored 10 goals, 2 assists in 25 games in all competitions for the current club. We know he was very, very good in the Confederations Cup as well, voted the best player. 2014 FIFA World Cup was very, very good. Julian Draxler as well, because he was part of the squad, and also reached the Euro 2016 semi-final as well. And he risen up the ranks with Schalke very, very well. He was Schalke quite a few years. He made 171 appearances, scored 30 goals. Went to the likes of Wolfsburg, and then Paris Saint-Germain had bought him for 42 million in January. So Paris Saint-Germain have had him since January. Liverpool reportedly been interested in him as a replacement for Coutinho. Arsenal showed a strong interest in him as well. What else am I going to update you all? And yeah, as I reported you a couple of days ago, that there's a few teams that are reportedly interested in Moussa Dembele and Kieran Turner from Celtic, and it did report out that there's quite a lot of teams that have been scouting the players, and it said it could cost up to the region of up to £50 million for Moussa Dembele and Kieran Turner, very, very exciting prospects. So we're saying it could cost up to £50 million for Moussa Dembele and Kieran Turner. It said a lot of teams have been interested. It said Man United are interested in both players as well, but Celtic might not be willing to offload both the players. But updating about Kieran Turner, it's also saying Tottenham monitoring and interested in him to put obviously to see him as a replacement for Danny Rose, because Danny Rose's future is uncertain with Tottenham Hotspur. And we're seeing him as well. We've been monitoring Kieran Turner as a replacement for Luke Shaw, because Luke Shaw could well leave Manchester United in January as well. We know Danny Rose is still on Manchester United's agenda, but Man United, Tottenham and Arsenal have showed an interest in Kieran Turner. Quite a few teams have been interested in both of them, but apparently he did say Tottenham could be emerged as the front runners, because Tottenham have been closely monitoring Kieran Turner. They've been watching Kieran Turner in action, as we all know. But we know Kieran Turner, it may be hard to get the pursuit of him, because Kieran Turner with Celtic has just recently signed a 6-year deal with Celtic Football Club. He made his international senior debut in 2016, and he's made 8 appearances for Scotland as well as the player. And he's risen up Celtic's youth system, as we know, fantastically well. We know he's risen up their youth system fantastically well. We know he supported him as a child. We know he signed for Celtic as a 7-year-old, so he's been playing for Celtic since he was a 7-year-old, so he's risen up the youth system very, very well. And he's been in the first team quite a few years now. He made his competitive senior debut in 2015. During the 2015-16, he had a breakout season, appearing in over 30 games for Celtic. During October 2016, he'd been injured, so he'd been out for quite a few months. And after that, he'd been, named captain in 2017 as well as Kieran Turner, but a fantastic, exciting prospect. And you've got the same with Moussa Dembele. There's been a lot of teams that have been reportedly interested in him, including Manchester United as well. Looks a fantastic, high prospect, one of the highest prospects, in Europe. It's good to see him, alongside Lukaku, Rashford and Martial and all that. But I don't see Celtic doing any business, but it did say it could cost up to 50 million for Kieran Turner and Moussa Dembele. So that's actually been breaking out in the press in the last couple of days, guys, or so. That's been breaking out in the press, guys, in the last couple of days or so about Moussa Dembele. Moussa Dembele scored 32 goals in all competitions for Celtic last season. I think this is only his second season in the process. He's under contract with Celtic until 2020 as the player as well. We know he scored back-to-back hat-tricks in February 2017. In his first derby, he also scored a hat-trick, against Rangers as well for Celtic. Very, very good player indeed. But he's got that experience, he's got Premier League experience, because, he used to play in the Premier League, Moussa Dembele. He did it with Fulham as well, made his debut for Fulham in 2013 for the senior team. And we know he began his youth system with Paris Saint-Germain. He risen up the ranks with Paris Saint-Germain, did Moussa Dembele, then went to Fulham in 2012, just the age of 16, or was it 17, in his first season there, he become a regular, for the under-18 teams, for the under-18 team. In his first season, won the Premier Academy League as well. Made his debut for Fulham in 2013, Moussa Dembele, and then went on until 2016 with Fulham. Before he went to Celtic, with Fulham, he scored 19 goals in 64 competitive matches as well. But he's been he's made the headlines, and he's been a massive impact, especially, since he's been at Celtic as well. So there's reportedly teams that are interested as well. Let's have a think of what else I can report you on today. But yes, as I was saying, Danny Rose's future is uncertain with Tottenham. This is why probably Tottenham have identified Kieran Turner. But Danny Rose's future is definitely uncertain. He could leave Tottenham Hotspur, because I did say, he's been at Tottenham 10 years. He's got a deal with them until 2021 as Danny Rose. He's got a deal with them until 2021. He's been there 10 years. He'd recently been injured as well, but we know he's been at a lot of teams on loan as Danny Rose. Very, very good left back, indeed. He's been at a lot of teams on loan. As I said, he began his, he began his career, with Leeds United, as we all know. But during his 10 years with Tottenham, we know he's been at a lot of teams on loan, as we all know. Danny Rose, we know he criticised Tottenham back in the August window due to a lack of investment window. He wasn't satisfied with the way his wages he was receiving as well, Danny Rose. But apologies have been made anyway. But he did say he was willing to turn Chelsea down to make a move to Manchester United, was Danny Rose, and he has made over a century of appearances. And we all know, Luke Shaw is keen on actually, reuniting with Pochettino, because Luke Shaw used to work with Pochettino at Southampton. Luke Shaw feels unsettled with Man United. So could there be a potential swap deal between Danny Rose and Luke Shaw? There has been discussion about it, but I think Luke Shaw wants to leave Manchester United in January. I think he wants to make the January exit from Manchester United, does Luke Shaw, because he knows he's now his fifth choice left back, does Luke Shaw in the current process. We know Jose Mourinho gave him a lot of criticism last season, Luke Shaw as well. He's nearly made now a century of appearances in the Premier League, Luke Shaw, as we all know. But yeah, he did confirm the other day that Jose Mourinho and Luke Shaw had a fallout, and Luke Shaw feels his career could be over after a breakdown in relation with Jose Mourinho. So they've had a fallout, and Luke Shaw's only featured in the Carabao Cup twice this season, 45 minutes in the Burn game, only 3 or 4 minutes in the Swansea game. And Luke Shaw feels as though this is not enough for him in the current process, guys. This is not enough for Luke Shaw, and he does want more than this, does Luke Shaw in the process, still under contract with Man United till 2019, I think, if I'm correct. He made his England international debut in 2014. We purchased him from Southampton, for £29 million back in 2014. So this is his 4th season of process with Man United. We know Luke Shaw is known for injuries as well, so he's injury prone. So he could well leave Manchester United as well, could Luke Shaw. So yeah, but the main part of this video, guys, is about Emre Can from Liverpool. Reportedly, he's set to see out his deal, and he's set to see out his deal, and he's determined to see out his deal, and he's looking like he's going to leave Liverpool on a free transfer next summer. Juventus have been in talks. Juventus have approached Emre Can's representative. Reportedly, Emre Can's agents have been demanding a release clause. The player himself's been demanding a release clause as part of his new deal and a wage increase, but Liverpool are not prepared to meet what Emre Can is demanding. So it's looking like he's going to leave on a free next summer, but I think it's come to a conclusion now between the contract talks, because it's saying the contract talks have now come to a deadlock, and Liverpool in the process can't secure Emre Can a new deal with the football club. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes on the channel, subscribe to my channel as always, and take it easy, guys, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Take care.